在外国的垃圾桶里都能找到什么？接下来，我们跟着拾荒者麦克的脚步去寻找宝藏。
Here we are. We're gonna take these two bad boys apart today. We're just gonna go ahead and do it in the truck. These are too heavy to get out of the truck and move around. You know, might as well just take it apart right here on the scavenger workbench, aka B-Dub's tailgate. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and pop these impellers off. Hopefully it comes apart real easy. Pretty cut and dry. We just want to get these brass impellers off because there's a lot of money right there. And then most everything else on this is just going to be carbon steel. But we got to get inside of this motor to get the copper coilings. Out of this, we're just going to get some steel, brass, copper coilings, maybe a little bit of wire. But that's about it. But let's get it. Ooh, look at that. I like it when it just comes apart nice and easy like that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but see how this brass is a little bit wider than this yellow brass here? That's because this is naval brass, or red brass. It pays a little bit more too because it's got copper content. Bad boy in our good bucket there. We'll get this guy off here. Since we're doing two, we'll just kind of do them as we go. Bing! So it looks like we got a little snap ring right here. Pop that thing off. Whoa! Yeah, sometimes on the motors, these little caps here can be cast aluminum. This guy right here, bunch of steel. Here goes. All right, here comes the core. All right, so this line, whatever this line was coming off, is stainless steel. I'm willing to bet this little fitting is stainless. Stainless too, it is. All right, and then this cat right here, luckily we don't have to take it apart any further. This is all just magnetic steel. Whoa! All right, it's this one. That's all steel scrap. This one was being a little bit more of a booger, not wanting to come out, so we had to do a cutaway on it. There it goes. Yeah, finally. Someone let me out of my cage. Yeah, so unfortunately, these motors right here, they have the copper springs that are really pressed in there and they're almost impossible to get out. I've seen some videos where there's a big hydraulic lift and then they anchor this down and then they pull it up, but you need like a lot of tons of force. And then I've also seen a guy on TikTok using an air hammer. So I might try that with the next one. But yeah, this is gonna be pretty much it on the sides that we cut off. And then this middle part, I mean, sometimes they come right out, but most of the time they don't. Well, that doesn't go there in the trash, Natty. That goes in our scrap bucket. Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we weren't able to get these pieces out of the middle. Sometimes they slide right out, sometimes they don't. We've got the end pieces and the brass, which is gonna be the most money out of all that scrap. We got a little bit of the iron scrap that we cleaned up from the motors, probably a few bucks there, but for the most part, it's gonna be this brass and this copper. Okay, so this is gonna be red brass. 19 pounds, red brass right there. And then this is gonna be our number 2 copper. 8 pounds, number 2 copper. And then these guys right here, Scrapyard probably won't give you a motor price on it, but you could try, or you could just try to knock them out. But I think I might go try the air hammer method next time on the next one. Sometimes they come apart super easy, and other times not so much. But anyway, Scavengers, thank y'all so much for chiming in on this episode of Taking Stuff Apart with Mike the Scavenger. I hope y'all liked it. I did. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's get this truck cleaned out and let's go fill it up again. Yeah.